The Concept Ambience Group has always kept a focus on customer happiness. It's been a customer-centric company, and we have strived with the theme of wellness and happiness in all our projects, which we have built till date. And I'm sure that most of our customers who are today residing in a Concept Ambience project will vouch for the fact that the projects have delivered on the happiness and wellness factor, which we keep talking about. So I'll quickly just run everyone through what we have done so far. We've been into the business of real estate over the last 3 decades across commercial, residential, and retail spaces. And in these 3 decades, we've established a name for some of the most luxurious and landmark projects across Hyderabad. We've built projects like the Whisper Valley, the Platina, Swapnalok, and the most recent, the Botanica, which have lived up to the level that Hyderabad expects out of luxury projects. We are one of the leading developers in Hyderabad and in the South today. And we are always looking to expand, and now we are coming up with projects in Bangalore, in Tirupati, and many more in Hyderabad in the coming years. So before we go any further, I would like to thank Mr. MP Agarwal, who is our director of Concept Ambience, and Mr. Vinod Sani, another director in Botanica. Thank you, sir, for helping us put this together. And this is something which is very important in today's time. So I would thank Mr. MP Agarwal and Mr. Vinod Sani again for this. And I would also like to thank Dr. Sunita Arya, who in spite of a busy schedule has managed to take some time out to brief us on how we can handle the situation a little better in these trying circumstances. Dr. Arya is a leading nutritionist in the country. She is also a postgraduate in clinical nutrition and dietetics, a certified NLP trainer, a teacher in yoga, a diabetes educator, and she's been conferred with many, many awards for her practices in these fields. So without taking any more time, I would like to call upon Dr. Arya. Ma'am, please, if you could take it forward from here.
Namaskar.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, hello. Thank you, Neeraj, for the lovely introduction. Thank you, Mr. Agarwal, for giving this platform to bring awareness about wellness. Thank you so much. Pleasure to be here. So today we'll be talking about wellness. So first of all, let me ask, what is wellness? Let's be very clear with what is wellness. So wellness is like, it's a harmony and balance of thoughts in the mind, emotions in the heart, and food in the belly. I'll repeat again. Wellness is the harmony and balance of thoughts in the mind, emotions in the heart, and food in the belly. So before going further, let's all check our wellness. How's the immunity or how's the wellness? So everybody give yourself some points. I'll be asking you some questions. These are the questions I have put on the picture. So you can all give yourself 1 point. So you give 1 point for one question. So check your D3 and B12 level. Are they in order? Then give yourself 1 point. How is your bowel movement? Every morning, you pass your motions without any laxative, very satisfyingly. And do you experience deep sleep without any pill, without any sleeping pill? Then give yourself 1 point. Do it with me. Are you giving yourself marks? What is your optimum weight? If you have an excess weight, please don't give yourself mark. Do you have a clear skin? Clear skin in the sense, any acne, eczema, rashes, too much of warts? Then don't give yourself point. And do you experience any body pains? Any type of pain? joint pains, arthritis, gas, any type of pain, then again don't give yourself point. And do you experience positive thoughts in the whole day? Do you feel enthusiastic? Do you think more about your future? Or do you have more of fears? Accordingly, give yourself point. And do you do regular workout, daily exercise, walking, all these things? Then give yourself a point. And how is your food intake? Healthy food, which includes fruits and vegetables, or unhealthy food, more of refined sugar, refined flour, like maida and all that, then don't give yourself point. And I think you must be checking your oxygen levels with oximeter. If your oximeter level shows more than 95, then give yourself point. And how is your body? Is it acidic or alkaline? Do you feel acidity? Do you feel acid reflux or a burn in your chest region, heartburn? Or do you get more of gas? Then again, don't give yourself point. I think you can all put your score on the chat box. Just check how many score you got, everybody. Has anybody got 11 out of 11? You can put it on the chat box. Any person who's got 11 out of 11 is the actual most rich. Kishore Dutt has got 10 out of 11. Wonderful. So Kishore Dutt and Sudarshan Mandi's got 8. Good. Vinay Goyal 9. Sandeep Patnaik 9. Good. So what I feel who is rich? A person whose bank balance is showing a lot of money is not the rich person. A rich person is the one who's got the maximum points. A rich person is the one who sleeps, who experiences deep sleep, who sleeps without any pill. A person who experiences positive thoughts is a rich person. I'm talking about wellness. So let's go to next slide. So I think now everybody knows where they stand in wellness. So for wellness, I'll be talking about food. I'll be talking about our so many things. But for wellness is actually an equilibrium between the 5 elements of nature. We all are a part of nature. We all are made up of 5 elements. And nature is also made up of 5 elements. To remember what are those 5 elements, let's remember only one word, Bhagwan. So to divide that, take the first letter. Bha is Bhumi, Ga is Gagan, Bhag, Va is Vayu, A is Agni, N is Neer. Bhagwan. We all are Bhagwan, even nature is Bhagwan. If there is an equilibrium between these 5 elements, nothing will happen. There's some disturbance. There's some disturbance. Yeah. So if there is any imbalance, then we may experience some health issue. Whether it is mental or whether it is physical, any type of health issue. So let's elaborate on these 5 elements. So let me first go to water. So water is our life sustaining nectar, making up more than 70% of our total body mass. So our diet should be more of water rich foods like fruits, vegetables. One of the most important thing is coconut water. Coconut water is the best mineral water. Coconut water is identical to human blood plasma. It is closer to the liquid inside the red blood cells. Coconut water was reportedly given intravenously to people during World War II. It is low in sodium and it is high in potassium. Next slide. Now we'll talk about air. Air is Vayu Tattva. Air flows freely throughout the body giving movement to biological functions and feeding every cell with oxygen. So air and oxygen. It implies the oxygen levels in the body. I think during this COVID time, everybody knows the importance of Vayu Tattva, importance of oxygen. Everybody in each and everybody's house, they've been checking their oxygen level with oximeter. So I don't think I need to talk more about Vayu Tattva. So for Vayu Tattva, pranayam is very important. How to increase your Vayu Tattva in your body, pranayam, and your green leafy vegetables. Green, yeah. Second, next is fire. So the third tattva, the third element is the fire tattva or the Agni tattva. Fire provides the body with heat and radiant energy and exists within all metabolic and chemical actions. So in the fire tattva, let me discuss about the sunlight. Sunlight is much more than just vitamin D. Consuming supplements of vitamin D is not a solution. Rather, it will increase vitamin D toxicity in the body, leading to a disturbing body sugar homeostasis. So skin is the only source through which you consume vitamin D. You need to spend minimum half an hour in the morning or 15 to 20 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes in the evening in the sunlight. Now we'll go to Bhumi Tattva or the earth element. We nourish ourselves with food from the earth and eventually our body returns to the earthly matter from which it came. So the food from the earth are wholesome food like brown rice, sprouts, food which are rich in water, more of fruits and vegetables. We should be having more of natural food. We should be having food which are seasonal, regional and original. To think what type of food we should have, just remember these three words: seasonal, regional and original. These are the food we are supposed to have from our mother nature, from earth. Next slide. Now the next element is space, Akash Tattva. You must be thinking what role it plays in our food, what role it plays in our diet. It is also very, very important role. Space is ever present, humbly residing in the background, providing the other elements with an opportunity to interact in the way. Space is very, very important. That means a rest to the digestive system or giving more time to healing. Like, our body can do only one thing at a time. It can digest food or it can heal your body. It cannot do both the things at a time. If we keep eating the whole day and we don't give much time for digestion, for healing, then the body will not heal. So minimum, we should give our body long time to heal. We should give a long gap. We can, like for this, we can do intermittent fasting, or we can do fasting what traditionally our ancestors, they used to do. Mostly they used to keep fasting every Monday or Monday and Saturday like those. There I have put picture like intermittent fasting. You can do 16 to 18 hours or 10 to 14 hours, or you can do 1 day total fasting. You can do fasting for 36 hours. You can do fasting for 72 hours, or you can do twice a week, once a week, or alternate day fasting. Any type of fasting that will give time to heal your body. So I think I'm very clear with the elements of Mother Nature. Yeah, next one. So again, coming back to wellness, harmony and balance of thoughts in the mind, emotions in the heart, and food in the belly. How to harmonize these thoughts and emotions and food? How they're all connected? We'll go into more detail about this. But like, I'll give one example. If there's one small kid who's going to write his exams, he will develop fear, anxiety. That is the emotion he will develop in his heart. And through that, he may get negative thoughts in his head that the paper will be very hard or he may fail. And through that, he will have butterflies in his stomach. He may not feel like eating anything, or he may feel nausea, he may start vomiting, or in anxiety, he may eat extra. So this proves that all the three things are interlinked. We have to work not only on the food, we have to work on all the three aspects. How to work? So first we'll work on the thoughts in the mind, how to make your thoughts positive or quality. Consciously we have to take efforts. One is pranayama. If we keep doing pranayama, if we give more oxygen to our brain, definitely we'll have more positive thoughts. Second is yoga. Third is walk. Fresh air. Fresh air is again connecting with Mother Nature. Be connected with more nature. Sleep. If you experience deep sleep, definitely you'll have more positive thoughts. Because if you sleep at the right time for so many hours, you will develop more of melatonin, again, which will give you more of positive thoughts. How do you get melatonin? Melatonin starts at when the sun sets, melatonin production starts. Like suppose the sun sets at 7 o'clock, the melatonin production starts. But only we can consume melatonin when we close these two eyes. So suppose if we sleep at 10 o'clock and melatonin production stops when sunrise happens. So when the sunrise happens, suppose by 4, 4:30 or 5, melatonin production stops. So if we sleep at 10 o'clock and we get up at 5 o'clock, we will consume 7 hours of melatonin. But children nowadays, if they sleep at 2 o'clock and they get up at 8 o'clock, whatever, 10 o'clock, whatever, but the production stops at 5 o'clock. So they are consuming only melatonin of 3 hours. So this is also very, very important for our positive thoughts, for our being healthy, for our wellness. We cannot take light our sleep. We need to sleep right on time, and that to quality sleep. Next. So for pranayama, people keep asking me what type of pranayama we need to do. If everybody knows, it's fine, but I'll just give a brief thing about pranayama. The most simplest one I given Kapalbhati. In Kapalbhati, just take a deep breathing and concentrate only on exhalation. For every 1 second, you can do the exhalation. Then you can do Anulom Vilom. Anulom Vilom means take breathing from left nose and exhale from the right, and exhale from the right and breathe out from the left. Third is the deep breathing. And how to do the deep breathing? For deep breathing, I have written this formula: X, 4X and 2X. So X is like if you breathe in 3 times, like breathe in, count 3, and then hold this breath, 4 into 3, 12. And then again exhale, 4 in, the X was suppose 3, 3 into 2, 6. So exhale 3, hold 12, and exhale 6. This is the most simplest form. You can do this for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. It will give enough oxygen to your body. So while inhaling, think that you're inhaling blessing, and while exhaling, think you are in exhale gratitude. Inhale blessing and exhale gratitude. So now this is the picture I got it. This is the balancing of emotions. This is the thermal images showing different reaction and kind in the body with different emotions. These are the different. See, for anger, there's a different temperature. For fear, it's different. Emotions affect our breathing pattern. Emotions reflect on the body and finally to the physical body. How our emotions are, our breath are, and how our breath are, our hormones are. So definitely it's going to impact our physical body. It's very easy that we think whatever we're thinking, whatever emotions we're having, nobody will come to know. But definitely it's going to affect your own physical health. It's like, I've given you one more example. Like suppose if you're having a frustration emotion, so our breathing pattern is very irregular one. This one, the first one. And suppose if you are getting a lot of appreciation, then your breathing pattern is this. For love emotion, your breathing pattern is different. And they say the best breathing pattern is in gratitude emotion. So all the time feel blessed, have gratitude. That is the best super emotion where your health, you will be having a wonderful health. Another thing I've shown is that emotions directly affect the functioning of organs. Like anger damages the liver, too much of suffering damages your stomach, sadness, if anybody is having asthma or any bronchitis, any problem, that shows they have a lot of sadness in their heart, and any fears, kidneys. Like fears, you have a lot of fear, flight and fight mode, the adrenal glands releases cortisol and then your kidneys get affected. So with every emotion, every part of your body gets affected. So for our good health, we need to stimulate our vagus nerve. Vagus nerve is the largest among the 12 cranial nerves in the body. It's body's communication superhighway. It carries the information between brain and body organs. Vagus nerve is responsible for the regulation of internal organs such as digestion, heart rate, respiratory rate, certain reflex actions such as coughing and sneezing. Stimulation of vagus nerve is possible through pranayama, yoga and meditation. We have this vagus nerve starting from here. It's just like a tree which goes from here and passes through all the organs. So if we once stimulate here through meditation, through pranayama, it totally, even your kidneys, your system, everything gets affected. We need to stimulate your vagus nerve. So now coming back to the third point, I spoken about the thoughts in the head and emotions in the heart. Now we are talking about the food in the belly. This is the most important and the largest thing we can discuss. So what type of food you should be having. So food are supposed to be, again I told you, just remember these three words: seasonal, regional and original. If these three words you remember, you can choose your food, what type of food you should be having. So all the food should be connected to 5 elements. Again, water rich food, coconut food, living food. Food should be living food. More of your food should be living form. Probiotics and prebiotics. We cannot ignore your probiotics and prebiotics. Probiotics are like good bacteria to the gut. Probiotics are, examples are yogurt, kanji water, any fermented food are probiotics. And prebiotics are food for the probiotics. So those are salads, bananas, coconut water. These are the prebiotics which will boost your good bacteria. So we cannot just have probiotics. We need to have prebiotics also. So they will be the good food for your good bacteria. And plus antioxidants, molecules that stops and check oxidation of cells and fights with free radicals. For example of antioxidants are good, your dry fruits, green tea, healthy rainbow colors, vegetables and fruits, and plus your wholesome plant-based food. Wholesome plant-based food are again food from the nature, like brown rice, sprouts, your different ragi, different millets. Those are all wholesome food. And then we can have like healthy fats like coconut, olive oil, flax seeds. These fats have been shown to be important for our blood vessels, our brain, and may have an important anti-inflammatory effect that help to prevent depression. Whole grain, I told you, whole grains such as brown rice, grains, sprouts, these fiber-rich foods can promote the growth of good bacteria that may have a positive effect on, again, on mental health. Fermented food like yogurt, kanji, pickle, etc. can also help to encourage the growth of good gut bacteria that positively impact on mental health. Fruits and vegetables. How to choose fruits and vegetables? Try to choose in rainbow colors, maximum different colors. These colorful components of the diet contain a wealth of important nutrients, including antioxidants that help to prevent cell damage. Nuts and seeds, legumes, dry fruits, these again are powerhouses of the diet, are good source of plant-based protein. They are healthy fats and fiber. Not to forget, water will keep you hydrated and help you to feel more alert and productive. Next. And what to avoid for your, what type of food we should be avoiding for wellness. To have a good health and wellness, we should be avoiding animal products, including milk, especially during COVID time. We should be avoiding refined oils, which are full of chemicals, which full of palm oil is there, and it's full of bleaching agent they've been using it. We should be avoiding refined oil. We should be avoiding white sugar. It's not sweet is not the problem. White sugar is the problem. You can have sweet in the form of jaggery, dates, anjeer. There are so many things. Sugarcane juice, but please avoid white sugar. Processed and packed food again. Processed food are like and packed food like chips, chocolates, biscuits, all these things should be avoided. And outside food, try to have more of home cooked food for your good immunity. And try to avoid carbonated drinks. Why carbonated drinks? There are so many things in carbonated drinks, but I will talk about one thing which is being ignored. Carbonated drink, definitely it has a lot of calorie, it has a lot of sugar and all that. But it is, again, we are going against nature. We are supposed to take in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide, exhale carbon dioxide. But in carbonated drinks, we are just doing the opposite of the nature. We are taking in carbon dioxide. It's just the opposite, which is against nature. So it's totally no. Next. So in this time, let me speak a little about COVID also. COVID virus is just like influenza-like virus. It's a respiratory syndrome virus. And to avoid this COVID, I told you about how to go out to your food, how to improve your immunity, how to improve your wellness. We should be taking 3 steps of this. Ensure hand hygiene, wear a face mask, maintain a physical distance. But again, I would like to talk about mask and sanitizers. Sanitizers, again, please do not replace sanitizers with soap. Sanitizers are totally chemical based. There are dendritic cells under your skin, through which sanitizers will kill those dendritic cells. Those are your fighter cells. Again, they will lower your immunity. So please try to avoid try to use minimum sanitizers and more use of soap water or soap. And use of mask also. People are using mask even going for walking and even going for jogging, which is very, very dangerous. We are supposed to breathe in oxygen. Again, when you're putting too much of mask everywhere, even for walking and everything, you're taking in carbon dioxide. Whatever exhaling, same thing you're taking in. So mask also we should be wearing only if you're going in too much of crowded places. Otherwise, please try to avoid it. Again, how to increase your immunity? Again, this is with thought pattern and with food, everything. To increase your immunity, stress and anxiety is one of the important role. Minimize past and post trauma. If anything happens to you, we should work on a past trauma and post trauma. Should be resolved. It damages your internal world, damages your internal organs of the body. It alters your DNA movements. Then you should be playful zone. Always be happy, change your hormones, break the pattern, including games, fun, and movies. I've written here, change your hormones. You get used to one typical type of hormones. If you're in the stress, work stress all the time, when you get time also, when you're free also, your body will demand those hormones, stress hormones. Consciously, we have to break those hormones. Consciously, we have to break and go into playful zone. Then toxins. We need to avoid toxins with processed food and packed food has unwanted chemicals, pesticide food and trans fat. Then exercise. Exercise is again very important. Your lymph system, your lymphatic system gets clean only through exercise. Regular exercise, neutralize dead cells, deep breathing. And then your bowel movement is very, very important. Constipation, loose motions, fiber, probiotics, hydration, fruit, salad, everything comes. These are the reason for a good bowel movement. Like I'll say, if you have kept 2 dustbins, one is neat and clean dustbin, and another is filled with all the garbages. Where will all the flies will go? All the flies will go only to the dustbin where it is full with garbage, not to the clean dustbin. So we need to keep our body totally clean so that we don't catch any infection. That is very, very important. So that is why I've written bowel movement. For good bowel movement, you should not be constipated. You should not have loose motions. Try to take more of fiber. Try to take more of probiotics. Keep yourself hydrated and have more of water-rich food like fruits and salads. Then again, fears. If you have a lot of fear, then flight and fight mode. Then again, your adrenal glands will release more of cortisol, and then again your immunity will drop through fight and flight mode. Then reduce sugar, minimize chemicals, allergens, animal products. Through animal products, you get allergens, and then unwanted. And sunbathing, vitamin D is very, very essential for your immunity, and plus your nutritious food. I've given some a chart how to increase your immunity. And during COVID time, vitamin C and zinc rich foods are very, very important. So I've given a list of vitamin C rich food and zinc rich food. Vitamin C rich foods are like guava, lemon, mosambi, orange, mango, pickle, bell peppers, broccoli, tomatoes. All these are citrus fruits are vitamin C rich food. And zinc rich foods are pumpkin seeds, flax seeds, dry fruits, berries, pomegranate, kiwi, mushrooms, spinach, sweet corn, lentils, whole grains. These are all zinc-rich foods. These will totally help you during COVID time. I've given you, yeah, next slide. I've given you one immunity booster kadha. So you can go through this, you can keep a note of this, and you can make your kadha to boost your immunity during COVID time. Tulsi leaves again is very, very important to fight, to improve your immunity. And giloy is again very important to boost your immunity. So tulsi, ginger, cinnamon, black pepper, ashwagandha, amla powder, haldi, giloy, cloves. These are all very good for immunity booster and kill your viruses. I've prepared one diet to prevent and to cure COVID. So for this, like I just mentioned you that coconut water is the plasma. It's very, very important. And during fever or any infection, your body loses plasma. To replace that, we need coconut water. So coconut water and Mosambi juice is very, very important. I have cured more than 5,000. I think I have lost count. It's 5,000, 6,000 patients with Corona. It's voluntary service. I'm doing it. And totally what I have cured these patients, Corona patients, only through coconut water and Mosambi juice, which is whole day they've been having this and they're totally out of it. Whether they were in grade 5, high risk Corona. And there are so many case studies which I have where they got 104, 105 fever and they did not get themselves admitted in the hospital. They survived. They fought with Corona only through coconut water and Mosambi juice. So this is the diet plan I've made: coconut water and Mosambi juice, and lots of fruits and vegetables, some kadha and salads, and including home cooked food and citrus juices. Next, please. So these are my case studies. I have been curing people, this Corona patients, they have sent their gratitude and acknowledgements. I have put some case studies. And plus I have been curing people with 4th stage cancer. I also help to reverse diabetes, blood pressure medicines, thyroid, total reversal, and that I don't do anything. Actually, I take the help from Mother Nature. Mother Nature does these miracles because we just balance or harmonize those 5 elements and we'll be perfectly okay. Yeah. So for your wellness, I'll say create a strong digestive system, improve your immunity, and have a positive attitude towards life. If these 3 things we remember, nothing will happen to us. We should be eating mindfully. I think this is very important. We keep eating, we don't realize it, especially in buffet system. We keep putting in a plate, we don't even realize it. So I think we should serve only once, whatever we want, how much we want. We should not take in the second helping. So we should eat mindfully. That is very important. And then we should play playfully. We should not play sincerely. We should play playfully. Whether it is your work, whether it is your game, whether it is your career, you should do it with passion and playfully so that you release good hormones in your body. And then meditate blissfully. Meditate is again very important, at least to stimulate your vagus nerve. So again, I come back to the last thing, which is my favorite. Watch your thoughts, they become words. I think you all can take a screenshot of this, a wonderful thing. Watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. So by watching your thought, it goes to your destiny. Just imagine. So whenever we are free, whatever we do, we should always, instead of putting the camera on others, judging others, just put the camera here on ourselves and keep analyzing your thought. What type of thoughts I was getting? How were my thoughts? What quality of my thoughts were there? And that decides your destiny. Thank you so much. I think I was clear. People, Anybody wants to ask some questions or? I try to keep very short so that we can have an interactive session. Anybody want to ask anything?
Ma'am, Sandeep here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can a diabetic person, I'm a diabetic, can I have coconut water on a regular basis?
Yes, Sandeep. First, let me know what was your score.
So no, I've earlier it was 10 HbA1c. Now it is 6. So it is under control because of my
No. Today's score. Today, like I took that score for your wellness, no?
9.
Immunity 9. Okay, very good. Good one. Yeah, definitely you can have coconut water as much as you like.
So it doesn't impact the sugar levels.
No, not
Okay.
at all. In fact, it will help to improve.
Okay, doctor. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Dr. Sunita Kishore here.
Yes, Mr. Kishore.
Why is meat bad?
Meat, again, I told you that it produces allergens. You are a part of nature. Meat is not from the nature. It is not from
Nature.
no. It is not. It is an animal product.
Yeah.
It
So
is
milk
animal.
is also animal product.
Yes, even milk is not good for health.
Okay.
Yeah, because milk has like a casein, and this animal product, they produce allergens. They produce antibodies in our body, through which we get autoimmune. They produces antibodies, and these antibodies kills our own good cells in our body, which drops our immunity.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, this is Ravi. I have a question.
Yes, Mr.
You have said that vitamin D
Yes.
is good for you, but you should not have vitamin D tablets. Now, people who are not used to too much of sun,
Yeah.
how do we work around that?
See,
Because you're
people.
working in office, you might go for walks and whatever, but still you don't get enough of vitamin D from the sun. So, what do you advise?
Then you have to take it, but I don't think that it's not possible that you can't go in the sun.
Well, we are
It's
most
not
of the time
possible. No, you have to plan your schedule like this. When you can get time to go to office and you don't get time to sun,
Yeah,
it's
but
not
how much
possible.
time do you have to spend in the sun? How much time do you think per day?
Yeah, half an hour is more than enough. 15-20 minutes in the evening, 15 minutes in the morning, or half an hour in the morning, between 6 to 8. That is very, very essential. All the 5 elements are very essential. Just remember these 5 elements.
Okay, thank you.
Ma'am, I have a small question. You were saying that milk is not good.
Yes.
So what about kids? I have a 4-year-old daughter.
Yes.
So we've always been told that, growing up, kids have to have milk regularly.
Yes.
That's very important. So what
Yeah.
do you advise for kids?
So for kids, I say it's a mother's milk is the most important milk. And this nowadays juvenile diabetes or the type 1 diabetes among kids is because of the milk.
Okay, so a 4-year-old, you're saying we shouldn't?
No, you shouldn't, because this sesame seeds has 7 to 8 times more calcium than milk. Sesame seeds.
What about something like a soya milk? Is that also harmful?
No, soya milk also good, but sometimes it plays on your hormones. So too much of soya milk also you cannot give.
Okay.
In limit you can give. So give them more food from nature, not more of the animal products.
Also wanted to ask in regards to vitamin D, if where we in UK we don't have sun obviously at all, so you cannot plan, and besides taking the tablets, is there any other source, natural food source that you could absorb vitamin D, or is it just tablet and sun? These are two only options that exist.
Those are 2 options. Plus keep your digestive system strong, so naturally your body will start preparing it. That is also very, very important. Keep a strong digestive system.
Thank you.
Is it true that Indians have low vitamin D in their body?
No, everybody has. We are just aware of Indians, that's all.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am. Shraddha here.
Hello,
Yeah,
Shraddha.
Yeah, ma'am. Is curd good for health? Curd is also animal product. So
Yes, Yes, curd is also animal product, but curd has good bacteria.
Yeah.
It's a probiotic. So for this
Yeah.
also we usually recommend coconut milk curd.
What is that, ma'am?
You make a coconut milk
Yeah.
and then you do like how you do the curd.
Okay.
Yeah.
One more thing I want to know,
Yeah.
like nowadays medicated tea, everything they're telling it's good for corona, all these things. But
What?
it's my experience,
Yeah.
whenever I take that, I am having mouth sore inside. So I don't know, it's a very hot in nature or whatever is that. So I wanted to know the reason, like how to manage with that.
What are you having that is hot?
No, this medicated tea like herbs tea we are telling na, nowadays for corona, tulsi, ginger and all these things.
Yeah.
So I am just observing whenever I am taking that tea, I am having mouth sore.
Yeah. So more than these kadhas, I think you should concentrate more on the coconut water and citrus fruits.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
that is
That is the
That-
first one. Then is kadha is not so important. Kadha is more
Okay.
important is coconut water and citrus fruits. Again. I'm telling you.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Can you show the list of vegetables again, please, which you shown during the presentation?
Yeah, I will show you list of fruits. Vitamin C rich fruits.
That's right.
Yeah. Mostly fruits in yellow and orange color has more of vitamin C, like mosambi, oranges, papaya, yeah, guava, lemon.
But ma'am, fruit should be taken empty stomach, right? All kinds of
Yes.
fruit can be take empty stomach.
Yes, 100%. Any fruit.
Any like papaya also can be take.
Yes, it's very papaya is very good for empty stomach.
Acha, acha.
And ma'am, can we have 2 fruits at a time?
Yes,
Is there a
you,
combination or something?
no, you can have 4, 5 fruits at a time. You can have all rainbow colors fruit at a time. No problem.
Oh, great, ma'am.
But
And
sweet and sour fruit, can we take it together? Sweet
Yes,
and sour.
yes, you can take.
Okay.
and what about eggs, ma'am? Animal products also include eggs, but eggs are supposedly very good for health.
Why? What is
Because
there
you
in egg?
have proteins, high proteins.
In egg?
Yeah.
Even your hair is made up of egg. Even your nails are made up of egg proteins.
Yeah. So, but proteins
But we
help in
can't-
repairing of the body, right?
But we can't consume that, right?
Yeah, that's it. But if egg, you mean to say
So-
eggs are not good?
No. These are from animal products. Whatever nature has given us, it has
Okay.
complete protein. Like I'll tell you, कि घोड़ा भागता है घास खा के भागता है. He runs so much. He doesn't have any protein. He eats only chana and ghas.
Okay.
Even cow gives milk only eating grass.
Okay. and ma'am, cows, just tell me, A2 milk is supposedly better than A1 milk, right, ma'am?
Definitely.
So then,
Yeah.
if I give A2 milk to my children, is that okay?
No, but again, yeah, see in Ayurveda, they have mentioned very good about pure ghee and milk. But again, nowadays they are giving lot of hormones injections to the cows and all those cows and buffalo, which are again come back to our children, our body, which is harmful.
Okay.
So if there are no injections are given, no hormone injections are given, then it's okay. Plus again, if you drink milk, we need to work out a lot in sun.
In sun.
In
Okay.
our traditions, people used to drink milk and they used to work in sun for 5-6 hours, which gives you a lot of calcium and protein in the body. But nowadays, we just drink milk and we sit down in AC rooms. We don't work out. The body will not digest that protein. It has a protein called casein that will not be digested.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Otherwise, milk with A2 milk, which is very pure, if no injections are given, if you work out properly, no harm. Then it's not harm.
Okay. And one more doubt, ma'am. This kada, what you just showed, lot of the products, they heat up your body, right? Like haldi and all on a regular basis. If you drink the kada, like twice a day or something, you can get acne and other things, possibility because of the heat produced by them?
No, acne and all these things you get because there must be something, some bacteria in your body, which are your withdrawal symptoms. They are showing you symptoms.
Okay.
So along with that, I told you to drink a lot of coconut water and
but it's not easily
vegetables.
available, ma'am. Coconut water around. That's the whole issue.
Fruits are available. Barley water
Yeah.
you can have. Fruits you can have. Lots of citrus fruits you can have.
Okay.
And if it's giving a lot of heat, then you please avoid your kadha. You
Okay.
can just have
Thank you,
lemon
ma'am.
water.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. Thank you.
Welcome.
Hi, this is Shama here. I
Hi,
want to know
Shama.
if back pain and bloating, can it be treated by changing the food habits?
100%. If you have too much of metal toxicity in your body, if you have too much of calcium which are stored, then you may have or vitamin D deficiency or calcium deficiency or too much of calcium also, you may have back pain. And back pain and what else you said?
Bloating.
Bloating also. Bloating is also because of wrong diet. Definitely
Right,
can be treated. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Sunita, Deepti here.
Hi, Deepti.
Yeah, hi. I wanted to ask you, can you tell me which are the probiotic foods and which are the prebiotic foods?
Yeah, probiotics are usually we prepare the probiotic foods like, curd or the coconut milk curd, kanji or pickles. Okay. These are the probiotics, and prebiotics are the food for the probiotics. They are the food for the good bacteria. They boost good bacteria. They are like bananas, coconut water, salads, good food from the nature, fruits and vegetables. Okay. These are the prebiotics. Yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Welcome.
So I got a question. You answered about that back pain. So what food you recommend for back pain? Because I'm having that back pain for around a week or so. Okay. So what do you recommend? What diet you recommend for that?
So it depends, like where is your back pain? Is it L3, L4, L5? Where is it?
It's on my shoulder, basically, on the right hand shoulder, backside.
On the right hand shoulder. Okay. So it could be your gallbladder toxicity. You must be having some stones or some toxins in your liver or in your gallbladder. So because of that, you must be having problems. So you need good detoxes for that. You need to detoxify your whole body.
What diet you recommend?
Diet again from Mother Nature, more of fruits and vegetables. But before that, you need to clean your body totally. You need to detoxify your body before that for backache. Otherwise, whatever you have, your body will not absorb it. If you got a big bowl of vegetable, you prepared it, and it has got spoiled. And now that it has spoiled and you made a new curry and you have put it in that, mixed it in that, again this curry will also get spoiled. So your body will not absorb that food, whatever calcium or whatever food is given. So you need to detoxify your body first. Am I clear?
That's a good thought you've given.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good thought you've given. How to detoxify?
Yeah, for detoxification there are so many methods. So that again depends on a long process. So you may take some kasayam or you may need to go it's a long process actually. You need to clean your colon, you need to clean your liver.
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate that input.
Yeah, ma'am, one thing. Yeah, how to get rid of this thyroid medicine?
Yeah, this is again, you can totally reverse your thyroid medicine. It's again long process. Totally you have to take the diet and the plan from me, or you can just follow the rules of the Mother Nature, food from nature.
Okay.
Detoxify your body, food from the nature, have healthy food, more of fruits and vegetables. Definitely you will reverse your diabetes, your thyroid, sorry.
Okay.
Thyroid is mainly because of your leaky gut syndrome. Like we have this colon, your intestines, which is like a tunnel.
Yeah.
So there are some proteins which are supposed to be excreted, which are meant to be excreted, and we have this the end of the intestine is like This is like a fish net here. So
Yeah.
they become little big, and these proteins get leaked through this
Okay.
bloodstream. And then your antibodies, they don't identify them. They think that these are the aliens to our body, and they start attacking them, which are very similar to your thyroid hormone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, ma'am, actually, what should be the ideal routine? Since morning, suppose we get up at 5:30. So, actually, according to you, what is the exact routine we should follow?
Yeah. So the first exact routine is, first when you get up, I think we should have a prayer of gratitude.
Yeah.
That is the first thing. And then you can do meditation. And then you can get up and you drink lots of some 3-4 glasses of warm water. And then do your walking or exercise, pranayam. This should be your first thing in the morning. Morning is the cleansing thing. And pray to God, thank God, your gratitude, everything. And after that, first thing you should be having is food from the nature. That is coconut water or fruits or green leafy vegetables, green leafy things like that. And then you can have your fruits, big bowl of fruits. And then your after lunch you can have your home cooked food and all those things.
So, what should be the difference between our breakfast and a fruits diet?
So breakfast should be your fruit diet.
First, you told fruit diets. After that, how much break should be there before your breakfast, normal breakfast?
Yeah, so fruits, that is your breakfast. Fruits
Okay,
is your breakfast.
Acha, acha, acha. So after that,
Yeah.
what should be the minimum gap if we take some like cereals or anything?
Yeah, so fruits actually they take almost 3 hours to digest, 2.5, 3 hours to digest.
Okay.
And your grains take approximately 12 hours to 16 hours to digest. So we should not eat food before the first food has been digested.
Okay.
So fruits, like suppose you had fruits at 10 o'clock. So it will take 2.5, 3 hours to digest. So next meal should be at 12:30 or 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Is there
then
any specific? Sorry.
But before 10, then we have to take just lime water or something like that, whatever.
Yes, lime water or coconut water like that.
So that is sufficient, that much.
Yes, you don't need food. You can do fasting for. I met one person who has been not eating any food since 19 years. He's living only on sunlight and air, breathing and water.
Okay.
I live only for 3 days, 7 days. I do fasting for 3 days and 7 days. And I feel more energetic. During those fasting days, I can do the most advanced asanas of yoga. So food is it's mentally we conditioned our mind that food gives us energy.
Yes.
Energy we get is from positivity, from sunlight, from oxygen.
Fasting, according to you, fasting means only drinking water or taking fruits only for one day, or what do you mean by fasting?
Yeah, fasting again, I told you, I've given you so many examples. You can do only to make it initially easy, you can do only on the fruits, or you can do fruits and vegetables one day, or you can do only on the water. Or there are so many people who don't even drink water, you can do that also, dry fasting. There are so many types of fasting. So initially you can start with fruits and vegetables, then you can go to fruits.
Okay.
And then this, under guidance.
Acha.
Hello, madam. This is Babu here.
Hello, Babu.
In the market,
I can't see them, any of them.
Yeah, in the market, they say that it's good that we use alkaline water instead of RO-filled water. What do you suggest, madam?
Yeah, so for me, the first best water is spring water. RO water is reverse osmosis water, which is again because of that we are facing a lot of acidity and this osteoarthritis, osteopenia, all these things because of reverse osmosis. It is definitely taking out all your minerals and nutrients from the water. And for alkaline water, definitely we can drink alkaline water also. They are selling pH, our body's pH is 7.4. We cannot so there are people who they are also advising them to drink water up to the level of 9, 10. which is again, I don't advise you. If your body becomes too alkaline, your acid, your hydrochloric acid, other things will become too alkaline. This is again not good. So not more than 7 or between 7 and 8, it's okay.
Thank you, madam.
Welcome. Anybody else? Ranjana wants to talk? I couldn't see them.
Good afternoon, ma'am. This is Anand here.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Anand.
Ma'am, I have basically the borderline, the diabetes, means pre-diabetes, and I have this blood pressure from many years.
Okay.
And I have scored around 8 point in your
immunity check score.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
good.
my BMI is just 225 point above the regular one. What is the advice to me?
Yeah, that's good. That score 8 is good. You should work more to reach 11.
Yes, ma'am, I'm working. I'm
Yeah.
working. Agrawal sir have advised me, and I'm working on that. So
Yeah, and what is your HbA1c? You told me pre-diabetic.
6.4, ma'am.
So 6.4 is normal. Please, I don't think you have started your medicine.
No, ma'am, I have not started. My doctor said it's not required,
Very
and
good.
I'm not doing medicine. And I'm
So-
walking a lot, but again, I have to improve more, maybe physical exercise.
Yeah, very good. And definitely you will improve very good if you do your physical exercise regularly, have a positive attitude, and have food from the nature. More
Yes,
of fruits
ma'am.
and vegetables.
Ma'am, my difficulty is I keep getting hungry. I am on a construction site, so I have to walk or physical work a lot. So we
Okay.
keep getting hungry again, especially like 11 o'clock or something, or
Okay.
evening 7 o'clock. And those are the little weak point, and we, end up eating more.
Yeah, so
So-
include more of good fats in your, if you're not eating good fats in your diet, you get more hungry. So like good fats are like, try to include more of coconut, dry fruits, all those things in good quantity, then you will not feel hungry.
And ma'am, to control pre-diabetes to normal one, what would be the advice, ma'am? I'm a vegetarian,
Yeah, again, yeah. So for diabetes, again, I'm telling you, regular exercise, yoga is compulsory. Work on your thought pattern and food from the nature. More of fruits and vegetables.
And ma'am, blood pressure, anything I can do? It is from many years I'm controlling through medicine, but
Okay.
my wish is slowly to let go the medicine and be on the natural. So
Yeah.
these are-
So Mr. Agarwal, he must have told you within 1 month I will try to stop all your blood pressure.
Yeah, he
medicine.
told me he
Yes,
spoke to
yes.
he spoke to him. Yeah,
Yes.
he had.
So I try my best. Again, it depends on your thought pattern also. So blood pressure medicines also and your sugar levels also. It's a process. It's not one time I can say, but definitely one time I'll say is healthy, nutritious food and your regular workout. It's a
I think
metabolic
we
disorder.
are now almost done with the questions.
Yes.
I think I'd like to invite Mr. MP Agarwal once, because he would have a lot to say about the advice that you've given since he's been following. And in our office, everyone has seen the changes that he's gone through, and now you made him more fit, and that means we have to do more work because he's always active now. So MP sir, please, we'd like you to say something.
Thank you very much, all the participants and friends who have joined this webinar, spent their time and had reposed faith in on my advice to attend this webinar. I am sure that you must have been benefited to some extent with this webinar. And I'm again very confident that some of the things told by Dr. Arya, you will carry home. There is no doubt about it. Maybe he must have spoken 20, 30 things, but out of that 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever you carry home, that's your gain for today. So thank you, Ravi. You have joined from USA. It's early morning.
That's all right.
But I was not expecting you to join this early morning of your
Well,
US.
you told me what to do last night, so I did that.
So thank you very much. And so I must tell you about Dr. Sunita Arya one thing, that I was convinced myself. So I felt that no one's time would be wasted if you attend this webinar and participate in a discussion. And I'm pretty sure that everybody will carry something back home to feel good about himself. Now the score points which he gave chart of 11 points, even if somebody has scored 6+, so he will feel happy that I'm at least 50% and above. So, and now try to achieve all 11. I've reached 10. I'm trying for 11th one now. So still in the process.
Good, good. All the best.
Thank you, Dr. Sunita Arya, for being with us today. And on our request, you have agreed to hold this webinar and to reach benefit to all of our patrons, customers, friends, relatives. Everybody has joined. So thank you so much for your valuable time. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you so
Mr.
much.
MP Agarwal, so
Thank you
much.
so much, ma'am. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you
Thank you so
Dr.
much, ma'am.
Well, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.